Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Vikings.
They run again on 1st down, Cook. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Cousins gives way to Cook. Down to the 25. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
So Cousins heads to the Vikings sideline, and on is Dan Bailey to try the field goal. This from 42 yards out. Bailey's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you had green on that play.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And Danielle Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. To try again after the sack. Watson dancing to his left. Oh, wide open, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 34 yards there. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
And he is down deep into Minnesota territory.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, not bad. He was pushing 20 miles an hour. They'll run it here with Huntley.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
The rookie Jeff Gladney picks it.
I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
After the sack on 1st down, Cousins.
And that's taken in. It's B.C. Johnson.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Texans 7, Vikings 3.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Escaping the... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Jonathan Grenard
in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Justin Jefferson.
His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score, Vikings 10, Texans 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Now a first down throw, Watson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Back to the air, Watson on second down. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He'll buy some time right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one?
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Jason Huntley with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Texans have retaken the lead. And that makes it 14-10.
Is good. Makes the score Texans 14, Vikings 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up and down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
Throwing again on second down. Cousins. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Cousins on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 20.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
First down. Here's Cousins. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. It's caught inside the 25. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Cousins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Justin Reed. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding what receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now he'll throw deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 1st down, it's Watson, eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And some room to work.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Here's Cousins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson.
Complete to Olabisi Johnson. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the
so 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Cousins to throw it. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
And Rudolph has it, the tight end. Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half, now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
He'll throw from the gun.
That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down.
1st down.
Now Cousins. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 18. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. On 1st down, Cook able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They run it again with Cook. He gets away from one, and he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He'll chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. From the gun, here's Watson. Flush to his right. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked up by Mike Hughes. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pick up there of 20 yards. They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook. He'll be brought down short of the 15, but a really good move on the run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing is Cousins. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Vikings are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. 1st down Vikings. They'll run with Cook. Breaks a tackle. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I have to think that the wheels are really spinning in their play caller's mind now. That little setback there on 1st down. They'll have 3 more shots if that's what it takes, because they've got to take field goals out of their thought process. They need a touchdown and a conversion to tie this game. What play calls does he have on that sheet?
And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
On 1st down, Huntley. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave it with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in a mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally. On the run, it's Huntley. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They go again with Huntley. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 20-yard line. That third down conversion good for 23. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Cousins now after the fumble recovery. Flushed out right. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Cousins now to throw on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On second down, Cousins again.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Garyon Conley. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
He's got his target. It's Cobb. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And he comes back with one complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down.
16 yards. And the Vikings first down.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup there.
I don't care how you look at it, how you cut it, how you parse it. Adam Thielen continues to be an absolute marvel coming from where he did, Division III football, to being one of the top receivers in the NFL. But it's going to be vital for the Vikings in 2020 to keep number 19 on the field, especially since he lost his old running mate Stephon Diggs to the Buffalo Bills. And a hamstring injury last year really held his numbers in check. His lowest receiving yardage since 2015. Look for another breakout from Adam Thielen after plays like that.
They go play action. Cousins. Complete. Jefferson to target. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Well, the evidence is once again presented why he was such a top target at LSU. And Justin Jefferson carrying that over to the NFL. He's what a lot of people call a natural pass catcher. What I love about him is his ability to play the ball in the air and at the moment of truth, go up and take it from a defensive back. This guy is smooth.
Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins. And now here is another interception. Picked off with great anticipation. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
At the 13-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A shotgun snap for Watson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Field goals are going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
And he'll get them inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The tackle made by the corner, Jimmy Smith.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That'll be complete to Cook. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Cousins. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
10 at their own 30-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll keep it on the ground. Huntley. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Third down, Huntley, and he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Johnson on the return. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here first and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. They'll look to throw. This one brought in by Jefferson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 yards on the play. First down.
First down, Vikings.
He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Down to a knee goes Watson, and that should just about do it for this ball game. So Houston going to come away here with the victory, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half.